Hi everybody, it's Wendy from Personally Yours by Wendy. If you are catching this part of the video, you are catching the replay, #replay. We are here to celebrate Samshines' birthday. I'll wait for a few of you to come in. I'm trying to get my tablet to work and that does not look like it's going to happen. No, it's not. So, hi Anne. I'm going to try one more time. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. We are here to celebrate Sam's birthday, and I am so excited. Hold on, let me just try to get this logged in. I've been trying to log it in for the past half hour. I rebooted, I did all the things, and it's not working, so last try. Then I'm going to leave it alone. Hi Alyssa, hi Brenda, hi everybody, hi ma'am, hi Cheryl, hi everybody. How are you? How are you? I'm so excited. Hi Desiree. This is not working. I'm ending it. I can see comments there, and we're just gonna go with that. Hi Jenna. Hi Trina. We are going to get started because I have a lot to get through. Surprise, surprise. Hi Mary. I am going to show you something, a product that I used on this cake that I'm making, that I saw an artist use, and I decided that I had to try it. So I'm gonna preface this. Hi Samshine, happy birthday. I'm gonna preface this by saying you wouldn't use this for everything, but certain things it's a game changer. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna tell you what it is. If you guys could cheer me out, because I cannot, and I can't get my tablet to work. So let's just, well, that's why I wore it, Sam. So I wore this shirt because Sam has this shirt, and I saw it and I was like, oh, my daughter would love that shirt. So I bought one for my daughter and one for myself. Now my daughter has the green one. Of course, she's not here. She's away for the weekend. So I couldn't find the green one. So I had to wear this one. But I wore this because I was influenced by Sam to get this shirt. Because be kind to everyone. What else is there to say? Right, Mary? Between Carly and Christy. Okay. So let's get started because we have a lot to get through. So this is called FormFlex Compound. Okay? I'm going to show you how I put it in my mold because this is important. Thank you, Samshine. This is important. The way you put it in the mold is not like you would put foam clay or DOS clay or Hardy Soft clay. It's different. And I'm going to show you because this would be the biggest problem you would have, okay? So this is what it looks like. It's called FormFlex Compound. I follow a woman on Facebook. Her name is Kelly Cat Crafts. She does like altered art. She does bottles and boxes. She does a lot of decoupage, and she uses this. And I said, I'm going to show you before I mold it, because this thing's going to have to go. I don't know if you can hear it. So why it's a game changer, I'm going to show you. This particular piece is cast from regular clay, DOS clay. It's hard. It's hard. If I bent it, it would snap in half. Okay? If I bent it, it would snap in half. If I want this to form around something, I would have to take it out of the mold and let it dry over what I wanted it to be on. But the FormFlex bends and does not snap. Okay? It bends and does not snap. So like I said, you would not use it for everything. I would not use it with a cookie cutter. It's not necessary. It's for when you want something to be curved around. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to mold it into, hi Lauren, I'm going to show you, hi Raymond, I'm going to show you how to mold it into the mold. You have to put it in the freezer. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It has to go in the freezer. As long as you put it in the freezer, you will have no problem. But I'm just going to show you how to get it in the mold and how you would like it. I'm just going to roll it out. I'm going to take a little bit of cornstarch on a brush, like this, just a little bit, and I'm going to put it right in here. You do not want a lot. You don't want the cornstarch to settle in the creases. You just want to dust it. Okay, you just want to dust it. That's it. Dusted. We're done with that. I might have to put my, you can see, right? All right, so I'm going to take it. I'm using the biggest circle, and I'm going to push it in here, like so. Just push it, push it. It's not going to be the neatest. That's okay. Okay? I'm going to push it. When you get your Formflex, it comes with this card. It's just like a little credit card. And you're going to take it, and you're going to push down. You're going to put a little bit of cornstarch on it, and you're just going to go around and push down, like so. Okay? Then you're going to take a palette knife. I'm going to put a little bit of cornstarch on it. And you're going to take, and you're just going to hold it at a 45-degree angle and pull up the excess, just like this. Pull up the excess, just like this. Then I'm going to go back around with my card and press down. Now, if you see, say, like this spot right here, I need a little bit more. Press down. Take away the excess. And you are going to put this in the freezer, just like that. Okay, see these little areas are open when it comes out. You're going to put this in the freezer. The least amount of time you put it in the freezer for is 20 minutes. You can leave it more, but it has to be at least 20 minutes. And when you pull it out, it needs some time to dry. It'll be frozen, then it'll defrost. It'll get real soft. And then it will get, like I have a bunch of molds. Right? If I didn't tell you, you would never know that that bends. And if I want to put this around a bottle, a cake, anything, it's got the give to do that for me. Okay? So we're going to leave this. The other thing I want to tell you is that if you take this out and it cracks, or you make a mistake, or you don't like the way it looks, soon as you take it out of the mold, warm it back up in your hands, and you can put it back in your bag. So it's not lost. Okay, I'm going to actually keep this one and put it in the freezer when we're done. So I'm going to put this over here, and now we'll get to the next part. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. So yes, Formflex compound. Like I said, it's not for everything. I wouldn't make a cupcake out of it. But for certain things, it's amazing. Just imagine. So this was going to be part of my design. I decided not to use it. I decided to go with something different. But this one's painted and decoupaged. And look, it just bends. But it's got all the detail that you would have from a clay, not a foam clay. You wouldn't get that detail with the foam clay because it would puff out. But a DOS clay or a Hardy Soft clay. It's for special details that you want to do for cakes, bottles, anything that you want something really detailed, but you need it to be flexible. No, you have to go on formflexcompound.com and then you'll find it there. Okay, so it's not for everything. Like I said, I would not fake bake with it. Unlimited. I'm going to get banned. They're going to shut me down for singing just because it sounds so bad. Okay. Next, we're going to do some lemons. I'm going to show you how I painted some of my lemons. We're going to call this a Wendy fruit because I just made it up. I'm going to show you how I paint these because I used white clay for all of these. You can't see them. I used white clay for all of these. This mold is from Crafty Ma'am. This mold is from Das Craft Boutique. They both have really good detail. Okay, really good detail. You can use any kind of watercolor. These are watercolors I'm using, not paint. So in order to get this look that I wanted, sure, you can paint them if you want. I just like the way the watercolor looks. I just like the way the watercolor looks. So that's what we're going to do. So I have these watercolors. These are from Dilutions, Intense Color Cakes and Sticks. I use the cakes. These are the cakes. These are the sticks. And what I'll do, I want to make sure you can see me. So let's do one of these. So I just rolled it out with my thickest dough guides because I wanted it to be a little bit thick. Okay, and this is what I'll show you what the cutters look like. This is the one from Ma'am. I put a little wooden ball on the end so I can pull it out. That's the one from Ma'am. This is the one from Das Craft Boutique. So I have two different. In order to do the lime, I just cut it in half because I wanted half. So I have some water here. Let's do another lemon. So I'm going to go in. Can you see? I'm going to go in on the cake. It's just like watercolor. I'm just going to put it here on the top. Add some more water and just go in. Now, the more you put on the brush without water, the darker it is. The more water, the lighter it will get. Then you can also go over it with more water. And that gives you the variation in color that makes it look a little bit more realistic. I'm not trying to make this look realistic at all. I want it to look a little bit non-realistic. Does that make sense? I don't want it to look like it's real. I just want it to look good. So I'm doing, hey, Bo, how the puppies? I just want it to look how I want it to look. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm not looking to make this look real. I just want it to look, I don't know the word. I don't know the word. If anybody can think of the word that I'm thinking of, let's try that. So I'm just going around and adding the yellow, and I'm making it darker in some spots and lighter in some spots. I'm adding water, and you can do this with any watercolor. It doesn't have to be this one. I have several different watercolors. This just happens to be the one that I pulled out to do this. And we're just going to do this here. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. Some are lighter, some are darker. Hey! Hi, Scylla. Scylla, I keep meaning to repost that, and I keep forgetting. Can you remind me? We need to repost a chubby bunny. All right, let's talk about Sam for a minute. Should we talk about Sam for a minute now? Maybe I should wait, because I'm a little bit of a crier. All right, so, all right, we're just going to keep doing this. We're just going to keep doing this. So now for the edge, I'm just going to go across here, and I really lightened this with my water, and I'm going around. You can make it a little darker if you like. And then what I'll do is I'm going to go into the orange a little bit and just mix it up, add some more water. And I'm going to go right down the white parts, because I don't want to cover the white, because the rind of a lemon is white. I just want to give it a little bit of color. And then I will let these dry. Once these are dry, I will go over with a coat of satin varnish so that it has a little bit, you can see, a little bit of a sheen, but not like shiny. Okay? So that's what we're doing there. I don't need this one. We're going to put it aside. Let's do one with this pink. I'm going to mix these two together over here. Or I'm just calling this a Wendy fruit, because it could be a grapefruit. And what happens is some of the darker colors, because these are detailed impressions, some of the darker colors will get into those crevices, and you can't get this with regular paint because it's thick, way thicker. And now I've never tried to do it with paint and add water, but the watercolor for me for this is the way to go. It gives you a really good variation. A really good variation. And I think so. I'm going to show it to you 1 second. And I am no painter. I'm not like, oh, she's like, no. This is just, if you feel like you put too much, you can add a little bit of water. Now, let's not saturate it because it is foam clay. But it really is a good way to do it. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of this orangey yellow to the edge. And then we'll have a Wendy fruit. So, what can I say about Sam? One of the kindest, most genuine, caring people that I have had the pleasure and honor to meet in my life. And that's the God's honest truth. I remember, I don't remember who said it. Somebody said it about me. It might have been Raymond. It might have been Raymond. And when he said it, I knew exactly what he meant because that's how I feel about it. I can't. Hold on. Sam feels like home. Like just a safe space. Okay. You know what I mean. She's just like that. That's how I can explain it. She is her soul is kind, and you can see that. You don't really have to know her. You can just watch her and see it. So, to know her is to love her. To just see her is to love her. Was it you, Raymond, who said that about me? I think it was. Anyway, that made me cry. This made me cry. Right, Trina? I love you so much, Samshine. I do. Okay, let's get moving. Let's get moving with this project. So I'm making a cake. We're using all these things. I also made these little tangerine wedges the same way. I just watercolored them. This is from a mold that I got on Amazon. This is white clay, and I watercolored it. Okay? So let me get the cake. So, this cake is bringing everything that I love to do into one spot. I love to decoupage. I love to make detailed things. I love to express the way I feel with something. I love rhinestones. I love clay. I love florals. So this is going to encompass everything. So what I did was I printed out an S in just on regular paper. I removed the layer of the back, and then I decoupaged it on the cake. And then I used stickles and rhinestones and pens and just embellished the S for Samshine. And this is the Form Flex that I showed you before. So this is the Form Flex, and what I did was I used all different kinds of waxes on it. If you watched when I made the bird cage, you saw the waxes. I used all different green waxes on it. So it has that sheen. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can. It's got the sheen to it. So I have all different kinds of waxes. And then I just attached this because I was able to bend it. Attached it to my cake. My cake is 5 round styrofoams glued together. The reason I covered it before is because, first of all, I don't like to work with wet clay. I don't like to do it. And when you put styrofoams together, they're not always even though they're the same size, they're not always even. So what I had to do was I had to spackle, and we're not coming on here spackling. I had to just put spackle to even it out. And then I did my clay. And then I was going to put this on the back of the cake, and I did not like it. I didn't like it at all. It's a beautiful piece. It just didn't go with the way I was feeling. So I just printed on tissue paper, and I just directly Mod Podged that, making memories, on the back of the cake, and then I rhinestoned it and used the pens for that. So that is the front of the cake is the S. I don't know if you guys can see that. Front of the cake is the S. The back of the cake is the making memories, because that's what we do with Samshine. We make memories. And then I figured, we're going in with the green, right? We're staying with the green. So I just had one of these styrofoam strawberries. I painted it white. And then after I painted, because it's red, I just put a coat of white chalk paint. Then I painted it hunter green. I wanted the chalk paint on there first. And then I just used hunter green, like dark emerald green sugar stones, and covered it. And then just leaves out of the little silicone mold. And I painted them gold. These little cherries I got from Christy at Molly Fox. And now the rest of it we're going to work on. So we have to start with a green toile chinoiserie. It's like in between apple. It's just an apple. I did not cover this apple in clay. I just painted it. And I knew it was missing something. And this morning I was talking to Christy and she said something. I was like, hi T, hi Uncle Tommy. I was missing the leaf. And so I had to come in here while everybody was live and make my leaf because I had forgotten. So this is just a white apple. If we have time at the end, I'll show you how I did it, but I don't, now I think I'm like 35 minutes and I still have to build this cake. So it's a white apple. It's a green apple like this. Okay. I'm going to tell you something that I learned so you don't make the same mistake. Sand it a little tiny bit. Chalk paint is not going to cover this green from coming through. You need to prime it with like a primer or a Zinsser or something, because this green will come through and I can prove it. Look at this apple. See? It came through. This has 7 coats of paint on it and it still came through because I did not prime it first. So you have to prime the apple first. And I used a spray primer outside, and then I put a coat of paint on it. And then it's fine. You don't get any of that green through, but it has to be primed, and chalk paint will not do it, and gesso will not do it. It has to be like a regular primer, a Zinsser or a primer like that you would get. It says primer on it. Okay, a spray paint primer. Then I decoupaged the apple. So the apple's going to go here. Okay, like that. And then we're just going to add our fruits. Now, I've researched this, so I'm 99% sure it's going to be fine. I wanted something I wanted to add some realistic with some not so realistic, and just some florals and a little bit of everything, because there was a look in my mind that I wanted. So these are freeze-dried oranges. People make ornaments out of them. They use them in wreaths and they're fine. So we're going to use some of these in here. So let's get our apple in the cake. I'm going to use a skewer. Just like that. Maybe if you painted black first, then a couple coats of white. Chris, I don't know. I mean, it was easy enough to prime it. It was my own fault that I didn't do it first. So it was easy enough to prime it. Hi, Teresa. How are you? All right, so I want this apple. And the beauty of having a cake that is styrofoam is that I can put all my things right into the styrofoam, just like that. I'm going to add a little. Actually, I'm not going to add glue till I'm sure I have everything where I want it. So I have a whole little tray of fruits, and I have these plastic lemons. It's all, hi Carly girl, hi Tina, hi Sharon, hi everybody. So I'm just going to go, I know I want that like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my toothpicks. I'm going to try to put this to the side. Does anybody see my toothpicks? They're right here. They're right here. Hi, Teresa. I think I said it already. I'm just going to put the toothpick into here. This is foam clay. I'm going to add a little bit of, let me move this, hold on. Going to add a little bit of super glue to the toothpick. I'm going to put it in here and let it dry. And then we're going to do it to the lemon as well. I just thought it didn't have a print. Probably it might work. Yes, it might work. I don't know. But when I tell you, I had so many coats of paint and I couldn't believe it just kept coming through. And then finally, when I thought that it was good enough, right, I decoupaged, and the minute I put my Mod Podge on that apple, came through. I don't know. It was very frustrating. But problem solved. Hi, Anne. I don't know if I'm seeing comments anymore. All I see is so-and-so is watching, so-and-so is watching. So I'm just putting a little bit of super glue on the end of my toothpick and making a hole in the bottom so that when I want to put these in the cake, they're ready. These I can glue down. We have some blueberries I made like this and some little raspberries. And these are going to go around the edges. See, look at this, 12:30. 12:30. Bye, T. Bye. Okay, I have to face this to myself. So I know I want this orange slice. Hold on, I got to put it in front of me. I want this orange slice right here. And I want this right here. Just like that. I'll put this lemon right here. Hold on. I gotta angle this back a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to put, I have this little lemon that I got. This I got from Das Craft Boutique. I have a couple more of these orange slices. I want a smaller one right here. Just like that. Hold on. This is the part that takes me the longest, so just bear with me, because it's got to be, Okay, let's see. Definitely would love some classes from you. Oh, thank you. That's sweet. That's sweet. Okay, let's put this lime. Oh, no, I made this smaller lime for right here. See, when I do this, let me explain to you so you don't think, how does she know where to put it? I've put things on top of this cake to see what else I would need or what I would want. That's why when you saw the cake, the cherries and the strawberry were there, because I knew that that's where they needed to go, and it helps me. You didn't stone the fruit edges. No, I didn't, because I have certain things. This is stoned. The strawberry is stoned in green. And I also have a stoned gummy bear. And those are my two things that I wanted to stone. So I purposely didn't stone it. Purposely. I just wanted it to be that way. Because the S on the front is stoned, the back is stoned. Sometimes you could do a little bit too much. You know what I mean? So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to put this right here, like so. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to flip it to you in a second. I just want to get my stuff right. Okay. So far that's what we have. So you see, like when I said I wanted like that clay look and that unrealistic look with the realistic look, I just like the way it all went together. Why? Sometimes too much is too much, and sometimes too much is not enough. Right? I'm going to add this lime, I believe, right here. Like that. Yes. And we're going to add this lemon. Nope. This one. Right here. Like that. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I'm going to pull it back towards me so you can see. This lemon has to get glued down. And I'm going to add this orange right here. Can you guys see? So that's what we have so far. And then for the edge, what we're going to do is we're going to get these blueberries, and it's going to be like this. I'm going to take some of these little fruits. I will spin it around in a minute. So all these are going to get glued. On here. So we have some like little raspberries. I just put a quick coat, a really little coat of, where'd it go? Of the satin varnish on them, just a little bit. They're not shiny, but they're not completely dull either. Thank you, Jenna. And then we're going to put blueberries and raspberries all around. And then wherever there's not blueberries and raspberries, we're going to add this mix. And this is just clear, I'll tell you what it is. It's clear sugar stones, green, let me see if I could grab one out. They're like a teardrop shape, green stone. These I got from Tina when she was still selling. They're like a little teardrop shape. I don't know if you could see that. Hold on. A teardrop shaped stone and some white iridescent bingsu beads, and wherever there's not blueberries and raspberries, then that will get filled in with this mix so that you can't see my seam, and it'll finish the cake. So let's just continue adding. I love these little tangerines. Aren't they so cute? Samshine, tell us, what's your favorite thing about celebrating your birthday with all of us? And right back here, I'm going to add this and this. This needs to be shorter. So we got the green theme going on and a little bit of yellow because her second favorite color is yellow, I think. Am I right, Sam? I have to steam this flower. Just like that. So here we are again. We're going to have those flowers back there. The flowers have this flower has a little bit of green on it, which brings the green up. And I am loving it so far. Where is... And then our bear, I'll show you where he's going because I know he's going to lean on the apple. My favorite thing is being able to have a birthday party with all my friends and family. That's right, Samshine. It's the best kind of birthday party. Okay, so our gummy bear is all blinged out. I'm going to add his toothpick to him. Just like that. We're going to let that dry for a second. And we are going to, I'm going to glue these down. What am I using? I'm going to use Quick and Thick. What time is it? 12:42. I still have 20 minutes-ish. 20 minutes-ish. So, like I said, this is like my favorite kind of design because I can incorporate everything that I love. Clay and decoupage and mixed media and rhinestones. And I like to add, which is why with the clay, I have the freeze-dried oranges and I just like the contrast of it. Is that the right word? The contrast of it. Hi, Marquita. If you came in and I didn't say hello to you, I'm sorry. I'm just adding a little bit of Quick and Thick to my fruits, my little tiny raspberries. These came from a mold also. So the mold had raspberries, little blueberries, and these orange slices. So the blueberries that came with the mold are really tiny. So I made just a few bigger ones. Thank you, Lambrina. And then I have these little lemons. So we're going to put one of those here. These also came out of a mold. Maybe not. We're going to put one of these little blueberries. Thank you, Teresa. Teresa, I have not forgotten. I have seen all your messages about the bottles. And I have to say, I'm really not an expert. I am still learning. But I'd be happy to share so far what I've learned. I just need some time to do it. So this is, yeah, I like it. I think I'm going to need to make some more tangerine slices, which I did. Where are they? I just think I haven't painted them yet. I had 3. So here it is. Here's the other one. I'm going to do this one back here. Nope, we're going to put him in first. We're going to put him in first. Okay. So let's see. My gummy bear's going right here. You know what? I'm going to take that out. I'm going to glue his feet down. We need a glitter emoji. Hold on. I'm taking the toothpick out. I don't like the way it looks because you can see it. I'm going to glue him down by his feet and the back of him to the apple. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use super glue. Down by his feet and the back of him to the apple. Stop moving. Jane Ann, how do I stop this thing from moving? It just keeps moving on me and moving on me. We're going to have to put, yep. So far, so Sam, the other Sam, S2, you see why I didn't want to put rhinestones on the outside? Because I feel like it would just, for me, the bling on the gummy bear and the strawberry was chef's kiss. Was enough for me. I'm going to add these little yellow flowers right down in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a toothpick. Completely understand. I have been collecting. Okay. It's a lot of fun. It really, truly is. Let's let this dry. Wait. Sometimes you put your body into it. I guess I'm going to have to bring it closer. I guess I'm going to have to bring it closer. Let's see if I like the way this looks, because I'm not sure that I'm going to. But let's see. Hold on. I do. And then I'll put some more fruit around it. So we have this little yellow flower up in there. How we do with the flowers? Do we like them? I mean, I like the flowers. Sam, do you like the flowers? More importantly, do you like the flowers there? Okay. Oh yeah, that needs to go right there. Does it? No, No, it doesn't lock underneath. They need to make one that locks. They need to make one that locks underneath. We need a couple raspberries back there. And then let's do, let me add some of these stones. Sam, did you just meet me? Did you just meet me? Okay. Let's see. Just going to sprinkle these on. I put some quick and thick. I should have put this under it. Just press them down. You're not glued in yet. We all know I'm not a fast crafter, right? Meticulous, yes. Fast, no. See how pretty that looks there? I love the way that looks. So we're going to add some more. I'm going to be smart this time and put this right underneath the cake. Sorry, Zoe's barking because somebody's here. So up after me, what time is it? Up after me is Crafty Ma'am. And I'm sure she has something fantastic. I mean, everybody today. And you know what? You're getting to see a piece of everybody's heart today and how they feel about Sam with all their designs. Whenever you make something, whenever you do something like this, a piece of your heart goes into it. I can see it when I watch people create. I can see their heart in it. I feel like that's the best part of creating. You can really see how much love and time and thought goes into people's projects. That you just, it's just part of it. I think that's why I love this community so much. I love all you people so much, is because I can see your heart through your craft. I can really see it. And we're all different. We're all different. I get made fun of a lot for the way I create. But it is what it is. I am who I am. I wouldn't change it for the world. How's that? I like the way that looks. I'm going to add some little things here. I'm going to add some lower things. I keep, oh, here it is. I keep losing the third tangerine. Let's see. I need to use, I want to use one of these. I drilled a hole in it. So let's use it. Did you use the mold for the fruits? So I used for the small fruits, for the tangerine, this raspberry, and these little blueberries, yes, I used a mold. For these blueberries, I just rolled a ball, flattened it out a little bit, and made a hole in the top. For these oranges and some of the lemons, I use this cutter. This is from Crafty Ma'am. And then this one is from Das Craft Boutique. They're different, so I use both. Thank you, Janelle. I used both. The cherries are from Molly Fox Designs. I don't think I want to use that one. I think I want to use this one. Hold on. I got a great idea. Hold on. I love that we all have our own speed. I agree, Teresa. I agree. Ta-da! And I gotta tell you, this smells so good. So good. Very orangey. Yep. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. It's good. It's good. There we go. So what I'll do, I'm going to continue here with these stones. The ideas are endless, right, Michelle? It's crazy. I learn something new every day from all different people and all different genres of crafting. I truly do. I love to incorporate all of it into one thing. I love you, Samshine, so much. So much. We're a very lucky group of people, I think. I think we are. Just gonna give this a minute, give it a little press. So wherever there's not fruit and there's a seam, I'll be adding. I ordered orange, they were real dehydrated oranges. Yeah, these are real dehydrated oranges. And they smell so good. But I researched it and it said that you can use them. I mean, people use them in wreaths all the time. And people use them to make ornaments out of. So I think that they'll be fine. I think that they will be fine. What time is it? Oh, I only have 3 minutes. What? What? I learn a lot from you, Carly. I learned that it's okay to just stick your paintbrush and glue and everything's going to work out fine. And not to take everything so seriously. I learn from everybody every day. And I mean that with my whole heart. Don't make me start crying. Okay? I'm not going to cry. I'm not crying. You're crying. Anyway, this is my cake for Samshine. S for Samshine. And I will finish it while I'm watching everybody else. And while we make memories. And then I'll send this to you, Samshine, along with a bunch of green chinoiserie napkins. Because I was going to make something else, and this is what it turned into. I'll show you what I was going to make, because I'm going to make a little reel. I'm going to make a reel on how I made this, because this was going to be it, and then I put the kibosh on it. But I was making a cake cone with this little decoupaged cake, and I was going to put fruit. I was going to actually put the bling strawberry on top, and I was like, no, that's not it. It's cute, but it needed to be Sam. So I'm going to make a little reel on how to make this birthday cake cone. And that's it. Anyway, go watch Crafty Ma'am. I'm going to go probably have a little bit of a cry. Probably have a little bit of a cry. And then I'm going to continue on finishing my cake and watching everyone. If I'm not commenting, it's because I'm gluing. And that's it. I love you all so very much. Thank you for coming to watch me. Thank you for helping me celebrate Sam. I love you so much. I love you all too. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. Go watch Crafty Man. Okay? Bye. I love you so much. Bye-bye.